Hi guys, welcome to the London Review. Welcome everyone, this is Robert Rivera with the Rivera Trading Group in association with Trend Trading Academy. And this is the London Review. This is the time of the day where I review the trades of the last night. And again, it's a skeleton review or a skeleton of the setups since the content is really kept for our students. But I do want to provide you some value, and perhaps you could see the value that we provide to our students and want to join us. Let's go into it. So what we're looking at here is the GBPAUD. I made this setup for our students yesterday in class. I was trying to teach them how to set up their zones and how to look at price action, looking also at breakouts and fake outs. And what we notice in this setup right here is price is above the 50 moving average, it's above the line of support, and it's above the trend line. What we're looking for here, it's either going to be a break of that top right there, or we're looking for a reversal and a breakdown of the trend line and a breakdown of the zone and a breakdown of the 50 moving average. Obviously, a breakdown to the bottom is much easier to catch, much easier to see, because we have confluence of many things there at the bottom that can give us confidence in taking the sell. So this is what ended up happening. It broke down, in fact, below. And as it broke down the trend lines, it broke down the zone, as it broke down the 50 moving average, that was an obvious sell. That went all the way down for 85 pips, about, let's see, about an hour and a half after we set it up in class. All right. It was a beautiful win, easy win, really easy win, because as it's breaking down, it is providing many confirmations as it is going down. This is not the one I took last night, but it is one of the two setups that I sent out last night. Let's go into GBP USD. Okay, guys, so this is GBP USD. The actual setup as we had it had price above the 50 moving average right there at the line of resistance. That line, as you can look back, was previously resistance right there. Then it became support right above, and now it's become resistance again as price is below it, correct? And so as we're watching it, we were just waiting again for the breakdown or the breakup. In fact, it broke down below the 50 moving average, and it did provide a winning opportunity. That gave out 30 pips to the downside. But it's not the one I took. It's not my trading hours. My trading hours are London, and so I waited. Some students were able to capture that and take advantage of it at the moment, but I was waiting for the move after that. And in this case, price started coming back up. Price started coming back up, and I'm waiting to see if it's going to break the 50 and it's going to break that line of resistance. And this is what we ended up with. Let me see which way. There you go. Sure enough, it broke to the top side, retested it, and on it went for 74 pips. A beautiful, beautiful move. Easy to capture, really. When we consider GBP USD, can be difficult at times because it can be choppy. Like you can see that that wick right there that came all the way down to retest and then retested again, then went back up. So it can be testy at times. But truth of the matter is that depending on your entry, if you caught a good entry like this one right here where the first candle broke above, that's the one that I took, and I held it through the red, and I closed it at the next green candle for I can't remember how many pips was that for me. If you can get a good entry, then you're not going to be bothered by the retracements. There are a lot of retracements on GBP USD. As Jay says, it's because the US dollar and the pound battle quite a bit at each other. But once it starts moving in a direction, it keeps going that direction. So that was a beautiful setup, again, given in class to the students, and so they were able to take advantage of GBP AUD and GBP USD last night. Let's go into the results. So these are the results from last night. For me, I only took one position. I'm trying to become a lot more disciplined. The truth of the matter is that I still have some bad habits that I'm ironing out. I consistently win, but I do have still some habits that I'm trying to iron out, and the loss from last Thursday has me focused more and more on quality setups, on quality moves. As you notice, I didn't catch the big move all the way to the upside because I rather catch the early move, which I consistently can catch, and go to bed than to be up all night. As you can tell here, I made my money already by 1 o'clock in the morning. I already made my money. I think this was all of 30 minutes or so, maybe an hour. I think actually it took about an hour. It took about an hour to for this to fulfill or complete. I think I was down at one point $50. In other words, it went against me $50, and then when it started coming back my way, it went all the way up to actually it was like almost $400. And I was holding to see if it was going to continue. When it didn't continue and started retracing, I went ahead and took my profit because again, my goal is between 3 and 5. So this was perfect for me. That's it for now.
As you can tell, guys, pretty easy setups. I mean, we don't send out anything that's too complicated for our students. We always keep our beginner students in mind. Our intermediate and advanced students already know what to do, and they can become more sophisticated. In fact, was it GBPUSD? Yes. Once GBPUSD reached the top, it created a double top, and then it provided another opportunity for a sell. And in fact, I know several of our students threw a trend line on it. They know what to do exactly. And as it broke, they took it, and that went down for another 64 pips. So last night, basically, we're looking at about 160 pips on GBP USD. Not too shabby from a very simple setup. You guys can benefit from this too. Let me know if you're interested in learning more. Y para aquellos de habla hispana, si desean aprender cómo hacer trading, aquí está su servidor Robert Rivera para ayudarles. God bless you all.